What's going on, everyone? So I bought this, well actually I got this for free from one of my friends. He was a customer of mine. I sold one of my tools. So then later on he gave this to me for free just because he knew that I do restoration and stuff. And all this happened over just few hours of light raining. But anyway, it was rusty anyways. But this part are just like these are because of the rain. And I think you can see he used to use this for sanding. It's an, let's see, it's an Atlas Power King model, model number 3102, serial number 43399, and it's cool. I used to have one of these. I've already restored one, but not Atlas. It's different brand, very similar. The only difference was that, like in here, if you loosen this part up, you can move the blade direction. But the other one that I restored in my channel, you could actually adjust this with hand. And let's say once you tighten it up, and this one is for pulling the blade up and down. Anyways, so I'm going to work on this. Oh, it already came with a motor. I'm going to restore that on another video. I'm gonna use it on this. Whoa. And this one is, what is it? Westinghouse. So anyway, that's my another project. But for now, I'm gonna work on this. this. Like these are pieces of metal from the bearing. So there should have been something inside, I think. Let me check this one. Oh, yeah. So it's missing. I have to change this one. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Now let's check this part. I think this one is broken too, maybe. There you go. Yep, that's it. Two broken bearings. It works. I mean, it was working, which is pretty interesting. But I gotta change this too. Alright guys, so since I spent a lot of time cleaning it, I mean, I can make it really shiny, but what's the point? Because it's gonna get dirty again, and I'm just going to use it for wood. And this will prevent it from getting all rusty. Alright, so the paint is so good in good condition that I really don't want to clean it. I mean, remove the paint and repaint it again, especially because of these tags, because I don't have them. I looked online and I couldn't find anything, so I just have to preserve it the way it is, or keep it the way it is. Just don't want to lose these. It doesn't really matter, it just, I don't want to do it. And this is just those degreasers that I use, but I add water to it, and that's it. But you have to clean it quickly, because the degreaser actually remove the paint if you leave them there on the paint for a while. Anyway, thank you. What's going on, everyone? So I'm ready to put this together. I just wanted to talk about a few things. So the bearings, the person who gave it to me, my friend, he told me already that the bearing had a problem. So after I opened it, you will be able to see it on the video. The brackets that was covering the bearing balls were broken inside. Still, it was working. Again, as I mentioned before, it's still interesting that it was working. But there were a lot of broken pieces of metal inside the bearings. And the second one, which I already installed on this shaft already, I think you call it a shaft. Anyway, so the blade goes into here. Anyway, there's a bearing here and there's another one goes to here. This bearing was really hard for me to remove and I had no other way to do it. So just put it aside so I can show it to you. So I ended up using a grinder. I grinded this part just a little bit. It took me a while though because these are really hard to break. So I grinded this part and then it got a little loose. I took this part already out. And I looked online at some of the bearings. I mean, I know you need to have a good bearing for this, but this one, since I couldn't find the exact model number that was on here, which is, what is it, 65898Z, I didn't have that, so I ended up just measuring it, and I found this on Amazon for like $5 each. So I just paid $10 for two. I already put one in here. It doesn't look that bad. It looks good actually. I mean, there's no problem turning it. It's really smooth. But for now, it should do the job for me. Later on, I'm pretty sure there are much higher and more expensive bearings that I could replace these with. But since I'm not gonna use this much, only for a little few things, I think this bearing should do the job for me. And that's it. So let's just see how it works. I had to remove everything in order to do this. Hopefully I didn't mess it up, because for me, hopefully I didn't forget anything, because it was really hard. so I had to push this a little further. Okay, so I forgot to add grease inside this shaft. So I'm gonna open it, just this part up, so I can switch it and add some grease to it. So as soon as it come up, it gets stuck in here. So I think, let me take this out. Oh my god! I think I know what the problem is. Because at the beginning, when I was disassembling it, I noticed this problem that I had a hard time moving the blade up and down. So, let's see. I think the problem is with this part. So it's missing a screw. Now this, by mistake, I don't know from where I found it in here. I kept looking around to see what was this for. Then I noticed this is not from this part. Anyways, I'm missing something like this that goes over here and it will hold this part. I gotta do something about it. I think I have extra screw for that, or nut, whatever you call it. So I'm using one of the nuts screws from here. I just want to see if this will stop. Yeah, it looks like this was the problem. Okay, so I ended up cutting this screw. So I'm going to use it for this, and it had a washer in it too. Should be cool. There we go. Just this part is a little difficult. There you go. So I guess this washer or spacer helps the screw to, or nut, whatever, shit, I don't even know what do you call it, for this to come up easier. But it's good. So I forgot to add this, and I had to take everything apart again so I can install this. All right, so as I was installing it, I noticed that the indicator is kind of off. So that's your 0 and that's your 45. At first I switched the base, but then I noticed the holes don't match up with the bottom one, so I knew that this is not the problem, not the issue. Then I thought maybe it's a manufacturer problem from back in the day, and they didn't put this degrees in the right direction, and I thought it should be here. So as I kept looking and looking, now I just noticed that this thing where you turn the blade, I mean when you push the blade up and down, this hole where I put the indicator, this is the problem. So I have to take this out and reverse it. That's it. And that way this degree will be here, and I think that should do the job. That's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm gonna open it up, open everything up, and reverse this part. Let me show it to you here. This part, I'm gonna reverse this, and then let's see if that will do the job. It's very likely that's the issue, but we'll see. Okay, so I reversed it, but that's not the problem. I don't know what's the problem. Why the degrees are here? I feel like this should have been here, like this. That's right now it's on a straight line, and that's a 0. So 0 should have been here, exactly like this. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I think that was not the issue. So I checked my video as I was in the disassembling part, and I noticed that this was on this side, so it was actually correct. And the only thing I can think of is the direction of this indicator. Right now it's on 0, now it's at 45, so it's good. I was just going all crazy over this. I guess that's how this works. You see, now it's at 0, so 45. Okay, I have no choice anyway, so I'm gonna, but I feel like this is correct because now it's on the 0 or 90 degree direction, which is here. All right, let's continue. Paint is good too. What's up, guys? So this project is over too. I had to open and close that part at least, or disassemble this whole thing like 3-4 times. Every time I forgot to add something else to it, so I had to keep taking it out. It's missing some like brackets, or no, like a table in here, which it didn't come with, but there used to be a big table on this side, and this one works. I ended up painting this part, and the index was supposed to be this way. I kept going back and forth, couldn't figure it out. Get closer. It's 45. Now as for the inside. It's going up. And the paint was really good. I just have to clean it up a little bit more. I just don't want to go too far with the whole cleaning, because it will damage the paint. Just want to keep it the way it is. Wanted to preserve all those tags. I bought these, but I'm gonna keep them just the way that they are. But overall, I'm happy with it. I can't show you guys how it works for now because I still have to work on. The motor. Then I will make a video once I'm done with the motor and just show you guys how it's done. Thanks for watching.